Hey, I was still muted. Okay. Greetings, fellow Hapsters, and welcome, replay viewers. Good evening, Middle Earth. Good evening, everyone. We have a slight change of plans. We were up fairly late last night working on the characterizations and sort of fleshing out the storyline, coming up with the doing the whole Middle Earth map and everything. And no audio, got it. Okay, we're good now. Poop, no audio. Back. Everyone's good. Everyone's good. Everyone's good. Hey, Ali. Harold, Shane, Katrina, Dawn, everyone is here. And so it was a bit of a late night. Hello from Oak Harbor. It was actually quite a late night working on the characterizations. And so we got to bed, and it was unfortunately a very restless, sleepless night. You're good. Okay. Very sleepless night. A lot of nightmares and things like that. Hey, frameable faces. Hey guys, how are you? So it's been a struggle today. Just trying to stay functioning. Yes, I have my pants. See, I have. Can you see it? There's a knee. Yeah, I have my pants. Just trying to function on such lack of sleep and actually write the story. So we've got a fair amount of the story done, but not enough, and we're both exhausted. I won't say that we bit off more than we could chew, but with everything else going on, house hunting and things like that, it wasn't exactly what we were hoping for. Now we are going to do this. We are going to do the Middle Earth story. It's coming along quite nicely. I mean, we've got crib notes all over the place here for everything. But what we're going to do is too bad for you. Well, it's too bad for you guys. I mean, we want to do this for you guys. We're only human. I'm a ranger, actually, and she's an elf. However, be that as it may, yes, we are only human. And with what's been going on, I mean, we had some pretty bad nightmares, both of us, last night, and it kept us fairly sleepless. Christina ended up sleeping a lot of the afternoon away, and there were some things, things going on with talking about the nightmares and talking about how those dreams made us feel, and I wasn't really in a good headspace for it, so we didn't get as much done on the actual writing as we would have liked to. However, the characterizations are coming out great. We have a good flesh out, sort of an outline of the story itself. We're filling in little scenarios and everything as we go. But to do all that do it in 3 1-hour installments, we could do something like that. Yeah, if once we're happy with it. I mean, we don't necessarily want to give a partial product and then not follow through on the rest of it. So I'll give us a couple of days maybe to get everything sorted out. But so we got the basic outline and the skeleton of the story as far as the quest and where the adventure takes our fellowship and how they're meeting all the different other characters along the way. Hello, Cleveland. Hello, Michelle, Native Graffiti. So Christina won't be joining us tonight. She's fast asleep at the moment, and it hasn't been a very good day. I mean, I'm exhausted with the lack of sleep that we had last night, and just trying to get this story done. But if you need more time, no one is going to hold it against you seriously. That's for us. It's a personal thing, right? We promise a product. We promise something on a particular day, a particular time, whatever. And then when we can't follow through, that looks bad on us, from our point of view, right? I'm feeling under the weather. Got my first dose of the Pfizer vaccine. Running a slight fever. Want to go and sleep. Okay, well, that's good. More time and no one's going to hold against you. I do appreciate that, folks. If I message Jess, if you go back online another time, please stay with this time. We likely will. We'll stay with like 8 p.m., but whether we're going to do it midweek or something like that this week, other than us really focusing on trying to find a better place to stay, it would be... Okay, you guys stuck. Thanks. Is that Ali or Doug on that end? Because I see Ali's on separately. I was kind of wondering how you guys were going to do it all. No worries. that we appreciate hearing that. Been there, done that. So our goal is to do it sometime midweek. Our week, other than looking for a place, really is there won't be thumb screws. Hey, whatever. Christine is okay. She's sleeping. We both had a very, like, after getting to bed at like 3:30 in the morning or something, after working on the story for getting stuff together, we had a very restless, nightmare-y kind of night. Both of us just waking up with, really, you have to ask. I'm always the nice one. Well, this is very true. I want to be fully awake to enjoy your story. Thank you, Katrina. Yeah, I want to be awake to fully enjoy the story too. So, and I'm realizing one of the other problems right now is we've got the window wide open, and it's about 26 degrees in here. It feels like a hot summer day. So the rads are just going crazy now. So I don't wear a wig for my character, but I am under 5 or 6 different layers, including that vinyl duster. And then of course Christina's got the big wig and the prosthetic ears, and she's got layer of suede and silk and everything. So she gets pretty warm too, right? Or nipple clamps. So wait. We're not that kind of broadcast. So I think we would both be, after doing like a 2 or 3 hour super hard award. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate that. Here we go, floating up just like they used to do on Periscope. I think to try and be in costume for 3 hours in this kind of temperature and this kind of heat would be insane. We really need to find another place. We've got things, other places we're looking at. We've got one that we're submitting an application to, and a couple of others that we want to look at early this week, tomorrow and Tuesday. So we'll keep everyone posted, and we're going to try our best. As long as it's not tomorrow night, I'm appearing as Lord Baden-Powell on a Zoom call with a Cub Scout pack. Awesome! That's fantastic, Harold. Lord Baden-Powell. So you're saying you two are hot? Oh, we're so hot, so hot, and that's too much. Yeah, it's just way too hot in here. So tell her to watch my latest replay. Hopefully she will like it. Okay. Oh, I saw the little pop up for that showed up with the artwork that you were doing for her the other night. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'll definitely let her know when she's up and moving again. But yeah, losing the beard. Oh no, that's crazy. I can't remember the last time I shaved this thing off. I've had it for ages and ages. I mean, I first grew it in '99 when Star Wars Episode 1 came out, right? So we were cosplaying Qui-Gon, and High Five Award. Thank you so much, Allie. Anytime you guys go live for this, I'm down. Awesome. Yeah, I grew this we were cosplaying for Star Wars Episode 1. So I was doing Qui-Gon, and she was dressed as Padme in the purple, the riding jacket. So since then, I've been doing the beard. Found a great pic of me as a king. Oh, is that in the red robes? That's King Stefan from Maleficent. Grows back in about 2.5 weeks. That's not bad. How long have you been shaving off your eyebrows? I have eyebrows. They're just so light. But I think I may have shaved this off once or twice in the, 99 to 2021, in the 22 years since Star Wars Episode 1 came out. So, and the times I have shaved it off, I've been like, oh, wow, that's what my chin looks like. Holy cow. And why is my chin so cold? So it's definitely been interesting. But I thought, get on for a little bit and chat with you guys. I just want to give a bit of time for all the rest of the viewers and the rest of the contributors to come on board and let them know. About a 4-second lag on Haps from the Facebook video. Have both going. Awesome. Red Eye, thank you so much. And as you can see, Red Eye, I am not dressed as a ranger. We had a very late night trying to write the story, and had a very restless. Both of us had a restless, sleepless night. Probably the heat in this place, and triggered a lot of nightmares, a lot of bad dreams. At least I already have the right hairstyle. Nice. Have you changed where you part your hair? Me? I actually don't part my hair. I just comb it back. Yeah. Stave Safe Award. Thank you, Frameable Faces. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate it. Happy I found and got groceries today. Oh, that's fantastic. How are things going down in Texas? Like, so you guys digging yourselves out enough now? Good night, everyone. I'm going to go to bed. Thank you for joining, Katrina. And I'll let Christina know about that, the new broadcast, and we'll take a look at it, and then we'll let everyone know when we're actually going to do the story. I don't really have hoppy clothing anyway. Maybe it'll give me time so I can get my stuff together. Well, Michelle, you don't have to dress up for our broadcast, but everyone feel free if you want to. Shared announcements on Facebook. Awesome. Thank you so much. Meat and milk at Target was completely wiped out. Oh, I can imagine. It probably, whoever is managing to get out are just doing panic shopping. And supply chains are probably not doing so well either. It's all good. Have a nicer day. You guys need some rest. Thank you, Red Eye. We're working on it. We have the Middle Earth map going, which has been a good reference for us as far as where our little fellowship is traveling and who they're meeting where. Let's see. Hello from the Gold Coast. Hello, Demidi. How are you? No one can find the part in my hair. Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. We're warm and the water boil advisory is lifted. Oh, that's good. So the drinking water's a lot safer now. That's good. I won't shave the top of my feet. No, you don't have to. Have to dress up for the broadcast, or is just dressing alone? Okay, you can do whatever you want to, Don. I mean, when we do the story time, we'll both be dressed, and maybe this will give us a couple of days to get her new elf ears done, because as you saw from the broadcast a few days ago, those the plaster castings from her ear molds didn't work out. Well, the burger in Burger King had no buns, fries, or onion rings, so just patties and toppings. Huh? That's crazy. Slick back look works for you. This is usually the way it goes, right? So, and or my hair's a little bit more. I didn't end up having a shower today because we were so busy trying to get things done and trying to function with such lack of sleep. We're like, oh my god, we just can't do this. So we had a little bit of food. Christina's passed out on the couch, and I'm doing okay, but doing the HAP challenge for week 4 or 5. Just trying to figure out when week 4 ends. That's a good question. And Christina's much more versed with how all of this works here, so I don't even know where to look to see where our HAPS challenge is showing. But I think we're on week 5. Pardon my hair's like Martin's. It goes across the top from ear to ear. That's right. Michelle lives on the Gold Coast of Lake Erie. Demidi lives on the Gold Coast of where was it again? My God, I keep forgetting. We're gonna watch some Fargo later. Get some rest. Thank you, Doug, and thank you, Ali, for joining in. What he said. So I'll chip in and get Martin a Sharpie so he can draw on some eyebrows. Well, every once in a while, just to get a little bit more color in my beard, I do a little bit of henna, and to get some henna up in the eyebrows as well, so it makes them stand out. But yeah, my eyebrows have always been so pale that you can't even see they're there most of the time. Week 4 ends today. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yes, have a good night. Cool. Awesome. Asking about a teeny kitten being fostered. It will be 4 weeks before I got it, if approved. Someone left a litter of kittens out in the freezing cold 2 or 3 days ago. Oh my God. They were milk age. Okay. Oh my God. Shane. That's just crazy. Week 5 starts tomorrow. HAPS is working on a Monday-Sunday schedule. That's what Pablo told me. Yep. Fantastic. Okay. Good to know. So how is everyone doing? I mean, even though we're not doing the story, I've still got a little bit of energy left in me. And hey, Facebook user, which Facebook user have we got? Is that Jen? Showing explanation place in hell for people that do that. Yeah. is 1.3% albino. It's all in the eyebrows. Well, it's funny. I've got my hair color comes from my dad's father. Um, my dad had dark hair. My mom had sort of, I'd say, dirty blondish, slight, light brunette hair. Um, almost completely out of coins, so I'm kind of glad I have time to save up and get more to give you. So there are ups to this. Nice, nice, nice. And I love the names of the characters. Oh yeah, they're coming out great. And what we're trying to do is we're keeping all of you in mind. It is Jennifer. Okay, hey Jennifer. We are keeping all of you in mind as the characters to put a little bit of your actual selves into those characters and how they interact with each other and how they interact with our um, with our fellowship, right? So at least a little bit cranky. Yeah. So well, all things considered, things have been a little crazy. The whole house hunt thing has really been getting to us as well. Woodley milk age getting babies out in the cold. No, that is absolutely unheard of. It's ridiculous. It says unstable internet connection. Okay, and it's good again. All right. More videos on YouTube about Easter, so I understand my background better. Perfect, fantastic. So yeah, and we're gonna have a great. There's gonna be great um, chapter, scene, paragraph, no chapter with the Easterlings, with the Easterlings. So we're gonna ghost, laugh, and plaster wall removal. Oh no. So I can draw you as the king. Facebook I saw of you was really great. Sure, absolutely. I'd love to see that. Hey, Jen, Christina's actually she's having a bit of a nap. We I think we overstepped ourselves a little bit. We were up late last night working on the story, and my guy gets to make fart and cat butt jokes. We shall see. Unfortunately, not unheard of. Yeah. So we were up fairly late last night working on the story, and unfortunately had very restless. Both of us had very restless, crazy dreams. Just really weird dreams and overheating in this place. The rads are up full blast, even with the window open. It feels like a sauna in here. So all the more reason why, all the better that we're not getting into costume. Um, become more interested in my casting. Nice. So, but yeah, we were working on the story a bit today, and just we're like Walking Dead, and not handling the emotional impact of the lack of sleep, and looking for the place and the heat in here and everything else going on around us. So we opted to have me come on so Christina can get a little bit of sleep, and then I'm going to join her shortly. Um, can you tell Shane I said hi? Shane's in there somewhere. I saw Shane because she was posting about the kitten. You have crazy dreams when you write LOTR scripts or play with fire and then go to bed. Well, this is true. Audio periodic tinny sound like old sci-fi robot. Interesting. Well, I did just have a pop-up saying the internet was poor, and then it disappeared, so it might have been part of it. We've not yet found a place. We're still we're submitting to one place, which is it's listed kind of as a coach house. It's like a two-car garage that they built a second floor over top of, behind the building. It's got a few apartments and a storefront in it, and so we're going to submit to them, and they're a little pricier than we were expecting or we were hoping for, but we're going to see what happens. It does have a parking spot. It's a standalone building, which is really handy for us. We can be working late in the night, not be disturbing neighbors in either direction, right? So we feel so much for you guys. Thank you so much. I came up with a funny LOTR and hybrid last night. I need an artist and a T-shirt maker. Gonna get rich on Geek Cash. Oh, Shane is on Facebook, so unless you can see me, hi from Michelle. Okay, so Michelle says hi. Oh yeah, I see Shane is on Facebook. How do you park a car on the second level? No. The car is on the main level. It's parked out front. What they did was they boarded in the garage doors themselves, and then did drywall and everything from the inside and insulation. So from the inside you can't see where the garage doors were, but from the outside they made them nice, look like ornate little. Old style garage doors with the wrought iron hinges and stuff like that. It's really quite neat. Okay, we'll check that, Shane. But yeah, it's we'll see what happens. We got a couple of other potential places we can look at. We've got people all over our circle of friends looking for places for us. Christina's brothers looking for some places, so we got a couple there that we can look through. And I put in a couple of inquiries yesterday and received some listings back to look at. So we just need to arrange to have a couple of viewings over the next couple of days and see what happens. We looked at the place way out in the east end of Scarborough. For anyone familiar with Toronto, it's Morningside and Lawrence, and it's a good place. It's a back split, big living room, dining room combination, big kitchen, two big bedrooms. Unfortunately, not the basement. The basement is being rented out separately, and they're hoping to rent them out to some U of T students during school year. I wasn't sure if the car got parked on the second level. I do things a little different in Canada. There are parking lots here that have the little lift system, right? So you pull your car in, it lifts it up on top, and it parks into the car underneath, right? So does Canada have the app next door? The app next door. Does Scarborough have a fare? Actually, Scarborough does not have a fare. We've never, and so there's no going to Scarborough Fair for us. But the place is good. It's a reasonable price, and for a little extra, which we're waiting to hear, we can rent the garage as well. So we can basically get rid of the storage lockers, move everything to the garage. I have a friend who worked at a bar in Scarborough. Oh, cool. Okay. But we realized it took us almost an hour to get out there and an hour to get back, and that wasn't even during rush hour traffic. So we know, because the direction it's in, if we get a crew call in town, we are traveling in the morning with every other person that's traveling in from the outskirts, and it could take us an hour and a half to 2 hours. And transit was easily 2 hours from there to where we are here. It's just not logistically feasible, even though the price and the space was good. So, and then we looked at another place which was a little closer. It was at Birchmount and Birchmount and Lawrence. Come over to the Brampton Fair. Oh, the Fall Fair, yeah. Are there pants in Scarborough? Oh, there's lots of pants in Scarborough, and probably some kilts too. You know. But so the one at Birchmount was a little bit smaller, had some interesting closet space in it, and also had a downstairs neighbor. And yeah, so we'll see what happens. We're trying to keep ourselves in and around the $2,000 price range. Ideally, be able to get rid of the storage lockers, which are costing us, the two storage lockers combined are costing us about $500 a month, almost $600 a month. You guys saw those last night on the broadcast. You can check. I gave all my insurance drinks for free. I had to go dairy free. Oh, wow. The app next door. Kilts are better. Christina still wants to get me in a kilt. Look up next door. Okay. Yeah. So I could do that, but I'm not even sure. Insure? How old have we gotten? Oh, there's Insure. There's what was the other one? Boost. In the 90s. Oh my God, when we were doing the big conventions and we were like running all over, eastern U.S. and through Ontario and into Winnipeg and all that's for all the conventions and doing tons and tons of cosplay. Boost was our go-to. We'd always bring a couple of cases of Boost with us to a convention because we know we weren't going to get a lot of sleep. We're going to be running around, not eating right. And I can't even think of how much Boost we went through back in the day. We we don't do that anymore. It was a little like we did a week long. I'm checking out to go make dinner. We are late night owls, but getting a bit in need of victuals. Thank you, Michelle, for dropping in, and we'll keep everyone informed as to when we're going to do the story time. Yeah. Insure, Boost, methamphetamines, etc. Yeah, really. It was a very hobbity thing to say. Victuals, in need of victuals, yes. Posted them, and like 4 people responded. Oh, nice. Okay. So But yeah, it's like we did that a 1 week long sci-fi exhibit. Uh, oh, the Heritage Tartan, yeah, the German Heritage Tartan. Christina mentioned that. I want to check that out and see, because I know there's no actual like hunger family kilt or anything like that because the German, but I know that there were heritage tartans created for a number of countries. Story time, story time. We will get to the story. Again, yeah, we'll get it finished off. Even the first few pages, the first chapter, it still has a lot of blanks, a lot of things we need to sort of go in and do our little bit of Middle Earth research and fill in a few things. So continue my quest to create those portraits. Thank you so much, Michelle. But yeah, doing the science fiction exhibit, two places in the Ontario Science Centre, which is where it was being held. The two places are were a Wendy's and a Tim Hortons, the two food places at the time, and so we got meal tickets, right? Because we were part of the exhibit, part of the display. So we got meal tickets to go and have lunch every day. And one of our volunteers just kept going back to Tim Hortons with their meal ticket and buying boxes and boxes of Timbits. You know, and for anyone in the States, anyone that doesn't know Tim Hortons, Timbits are basically the donut holes, right? The owner is German, but didn't like the Lederhosen. Didn't like Lederhosen. I had Lederhosen when I was about 5 or 6. There's old pictures of me out in the fields when we were hay baling, and me and Lederhosen. But so this volunteer just kept buying Timbits and Timbits, and soon we had so many Timbit boxes and Timbits behind our display that by the end of the week, when we were packing up and shutting everything down, we had all these Timbits left over. So we were microwaving them for weeks afterwards. A person can wear any tartan. If you get something general, it will be more available and more affordable. When you get rare or specialized tartans, it can cost way more and take extra time. Yeah. Wendy's and Tim Hortons are the same company. Yeah, you'll quite often find them together. I think they're owned by Cara Foods. Miss Timbits, yeah. My ancestry includes German. Yeah, with last name like Brautlacht. I'm not surprised. Irish, French, BC coastal native, and Finn. If I dress ethnic, I look really stupid. Little of this, little of that, whatever. So yeah. But yeah, we were nuking Timbits for weeks, and now we don't eat wheat at all, right? So you build a fort out of Timbit boxes, almost, yeah. Hang on one sec here. Okay, just checking a message came in on Christina's phone. Tried butterbeer in Harry Potter Land. It was good. Oh, nice. Yeah, since we don't eat wheat anymore, that was before we changed to the blood type diet. We haven't really. Every once in a while, we'll go. We have a little craving for Timbits. We'll buy like a little box of 3 or 4 or something, and have them. Oh, not anymore. Wendy's and Tim Hortons are separate, but still share buildings. Okay, just wear a unitard. Yeah, really. But it still needs to have a little bit of every culture on it, right? So I'm glad that everyone's checked in, and really happy that you guys are so understanding. I mean, we feel really bad when we can't follow through with a promise or with a project, and as far as I know, yeah, that's possible. Yeah, I know they used to be owned by Cara Foods, which owns Second Cup coffee company as well. And Cara Foods also provides the meals on all the Air Canada flights. Like an artiste. Yes. Or a unitard like an artiste. But do you have gluten-free Oreos in Canada yet? We might. It might not be Oreos, though. I don't know if they're the actual Oreo brand, if we have the gluten-free ones. But there's knockoffs in the gluten-free aisle, right? Do we have a Hooters? Yes, there are. There's at least one Hooters still in Toronto. We were surprised because it was there when we last lived in Toronto, and we moved back, and that same Hooters, same location downtown, is still there. So I guess there's still some appeal to it. Don nominates Red Eye Night for sainthood. That's fantastic. Want to scar the eyes of those around me. That's too funny. So, but yeah, I mean, we do feel bad for not being able to follow through. Popeyes is also part of Tim Hortons and Wendy's. Okay, yeah. Popeye's chicken. Yeah, but yeah, give us a couple of days. We've got a couple of places we need to go see, and actually, set aside some proper time and not lose any sleep over finishing the story. Like I said, we've got a good outline, and we've basically got the whole story in terms of, okay, this is where they're going to be here. They're meeting this person here, and this character there, and this character there, and this is going to happen. And we're dropping in, fleshing in little bits of dialogue and action and stuff here and there. So it's coming along quite nicely. Definitely, I think it was maybe a little ambitious for us to think that we could actually write it in one day, by giving you guys till the end of last night to have any final submissions, which we didn't end up having anyway. I don't eat Popeyes though. Yeah, from what I hear, Popeyes is pretty greasy and heavy. And that's right. You may properly address me as your Ash Holiness. So, but I think I'm going to, in a sec, maybe I'll stick on just a little bit longer. We'll see what happens here. We were kind of hoping, I think if we'd done our Middle Earth story and we'd continued on, we would have been able to get our 250. I see we're up at 185 views right now. I haven't seen Vince on anywhere yet, so I'm not sure where he is at the moment. I know he was really eagerly looking forward to seeing this, the story. So thank you, Your Ash Holiness. Yes. To say it was a bit of a Sean Connery, so that we don't get flagged for swearing, because we know I have to put more money in the HAP swear jar. Right? Stick on, you're doing great solo. I appreciate that. I mean, it's tough when either of us needs to go solo, because this is our mutual platform, our mutual. You may kiss the ring, bet you know what it looks like. West Palm Beach, hello Ella Bellarosa, thank you for joining us. The Middle Earth adventure story, we didn't get it completely written, so we're going to have to postpone it for a few days. And it's so hot in our studio right now that I don't think we'd be able to get into costume and not evaporate during the middle of the broadcast. So have to get going. Have a good night. Thank you, Shane. Thank you for joining, and keep an eye out. Sleep well. Thank you. Yeah, that's kind of the hope. Should make a belt-attached swear jar. Yeah, really. Like those little coin dispensers, right? They put on the thing. The other way around. Yeah, you dropping the different denominations into the different slots. So between still looking for a place and seeing a few. Early this week, and a bunch of other stuff. One ring to rule them all. Maybe the One Ring. But Vince isn't here. But we've got a great little idea for that we're fleshing out for his character, because he wanted to actually do Schmeagol, right? As a hobbit before being affected by the ring was our suggestion. So we've got a couple of good ideas of how to throw things together for that. So I think all in all, once we get it finished, you guys are really going to love it. We're really happy with how the things are fitting together, the characterizations. I mean, Pablo and Peter as a pair of Ents. I saw Michelle's comment up earlier from, I guess, earlier today or last night that. They seem like such a Shakespearean kind of duo, so we might actually play them a little bit like Rosencrantz and Guildenstern or something like that. So we'll see what happens. I need a mobile swear jar. A home-based one just doesn't work for me. It's when you have to start wheeling one around on a two-wheel dolly. That's when you know there's a problem. Yeah. So. But it's coming along well. We want to put it into a nice sort of a little bit of a bound book, so we have something to read from. Doing the whole story time thing, and make it a good production. We contemplated really pushing ourselves and sort of roughing out the story as best we could, and just rushing rushing it after last night and what was going on today, and thought that, you know, if we push to do it tonight, yeah, it's that sort of the balance, right? 50-50. If we push to do it tonight, we're fulfilling our obligation of coming on when we said we would, right? One has to leave temporarily. Does HAPS count the re-entry as a new view? No, not if you're coming in. It's the same profile name, right? So it doesn't end up being a new view. But if you go onto Facebook or something and view it from there, from the Car Hunter fan page, then it'll count. And you can just find that find the Car Hunter page, do a search for it on Facebook, or I'm sure you've seen our Car Hunter page. And then just click on the broadcast from there. You view it from Facebook, and that shows as a new view. Jim, Christina, I wouldn't sweat a late delivery. We know you have your hands full. We know you'll deliver, and you've updated us. I realize it isn't your style or preference to delivery now, but this is for fun. It is. It is. And for us, it is a bit. It is serious for us too. I mean, so if we're doing it on time, but it's not up to par, we feel bad, right? So we rather give you guys something really, really good that everyone's going to laugh at, maybe cry over, crying, tears of joy or tears of who knows what. We really want to be able to make sure that we capture everyone in those characters. Right, as opposed to just writing a bunch of dialogue because we're running out of time, So it's going to be a good thing. It really will. So looking forward to getting it done and doing it, and especially since if this does take off, we get ourselves sorted and get ourselves into a place that's more functional than this. Where I watch this light. What do you mean? Where can I watch this? Is that still in? Could you clarify what you mean by the question? Because if this goes over well, which I have no doubt that it will, we still want to do the Irish folklore one next month for St. Patrick's Day. Lord of the Rings. So we're going to be. We didn't get the story done tonight. I meant to say, okay. Watch this, Lord of the Rings. We didn't get the story done today. Tonight was going to be the broadcast of the story time. So check in on us. We'll post on the profile once we have the story. Once we're sure that we're going to be doing the story, and we'll do it. Give it a choice between on time or well done. I'm sure folks would prefer well done. However it works out. I still love you too. Thank you so much, Dawn. I think lately neither of us is, we really appreciate everything that everyone's said and all the support and the love that we're getting. But on a face-to-face level, with the pandemic and the lockdown and really not being able to go to events or pub nights and stuff like that, we're missing that. Trebuchet, the Lord of the Slings. Nice. So we'll be doing the story sometime midweek, I would imagine. Once we get it finished off. Right now, it's a bunch of little scrap paper notes and a pages file, a Word document, right? And Christina was last night while I was fleshing out some of the rough outline of the story. She was creating a little credits video for us to show at the end credits of the whole thing. So you guys are going to like that too. Where are we at? We are at 40 minutes. So still wondering where Vince is, and we have Kilted Dragon. I think isn't on here yet. Slings reminds me of Borat. Yeah, really. We don't see Kilted Dragon. Speaking of Kilted Dragon, there you are. Hey, Jeff. So we got some great stuff going on with your character as well. The Dwarven Mithril Smith, and we'll be putting that together. We've got about 50% of the story worked out, but it's in little bits and chunks, and a lot of blanks have to be filled in. So once we get that done over the next couple of days, we will be posting this because we got you guys to contribute. We got you guys all hyped up for it and everything. So we want to make sure that we do actually provide what we said we were going to provide, even if it's not on the day we said we are going to provide it. I know originally it was supposed to go off last weekend as a Valentine's Day thing. Looking forward to the result. Thank you, Jeff. But as we said yesterday in the broadcast, or as I said yesterday in the broadcast from the locker in the car, ficus accidit, which anyone who knows Latin, otherwise, but now we're in trouble. Yes. Is there a dragon in this story? We haven't written a dragon into this story because at this time in Middle Earth there actually are no dragons other than Smog's been probably the only dragon for centuries in Middle Earth. So it's not something that we considered getting into, and it would have been interesting if one of our contributors had said, "Oh, I want to be a dragon." Just think of it this way: when delaying after a big build-up puts you in the same category as Dune. That's awesome. Thank you for that. That's actually an awesome statement. Yeah. Like how many films have been like, oh, we're coming out June of 2019. Oh, no, we can't do that. We'll make it August of 2020. Oh, no, there's a pandemic. Let's make it February of 2021. And, oh, now we're going to be doing a digital release. Sure, it will be worth the wait. You two need to catch your breath. Yeah. But as artists, that's a tough thing to do. We always want to be on. We always want to be functioning. And when it gets, to taking its toll, then I briefly said I'd be a dragon. Oh, okay. Either both of us missed that or something else superseded it after the fact. So, dragon with bagpipes. Not sure how that'll work. Flaming bagpipes. Wait a minute. No. There's already flaming bagpipes that are going on now and, down in Portland, right? So, but no, we really do appreciate everyone's contributions, everyone's support and love. Are there barred dragons? I don't know. I have a record of The Hobbit still works. I've had it since I was 11. Oh my god! And what is it? Is it the soundtrack from the Rankin Bass animated Hobbit movie, or is it something else? That Rankin Bass Hobbit was actually kind of cool. For its time, it was epic. I remember watching it as a kid, and Cena suggested I could be a dragon. I didn't say no, but then the last few days I did say yes at least once. Okay. Yes, the cartoon. Yeah. Oh, I remember as a kid just looking forward to that, and whenever I saw it on a TV guide, it's like, oh, I've got to see this again. I've got to see this again. And then the animated Return of the King, also by Rankin Bass, was actually really, really quite good. And Lord of the Rings, the Ralph Bakshi film, was certainly an interesting experiment in animation, and the typical Ralph Bakshi kind of stuff. And anyone who's seen Wizards and similar stuff like that. What will happen when Periscope ends? Will videos be on Twitter? Joe, I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to be archiving it, and they're doing the whole Twitter Live thing. But we haven't really been paying much attention to that. We're hoping that we can get all the archived stuff and have it brought over. Famous flaming bagpipes. The Bad Piper from Australia and Unipiper from Portland. Yeah, we're familiar with Unipiper. Yeah. Rides around on a unicycle, a Darth Vader helmet with his bagpipes, and quite often the bagpipes have flames coming out of them. But I'd never heard of Bad Piper from Australia. That's kind of cool. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It was nice to see Doug and Ellie were on here earlier. I'm looking forward to your story. I even held off shaving my feet. You and Michelle. Um, but yeah, no, we've definitely got some really good characterizations, and keeping in mind everyone's personalities. Checking out people's profiles and broadcasts and stuff like that. Love Bilbo and the Dragons conversation. Oh yeah, any animated. That was just fantastic. So, and was it Malcolm McDowell as Samwise? Bad Piper as seen on AGT. Okay. Bad Piper went YouTube viral with his flaming bagpipe video playing Thunderstruck. Nice. But, yeah, no, it was really the Rankin Bass, the animated Hobbit was actually really good, and you guys saw the little Cam McAulsey. I see. You saw the little video that we did, the Lord of the Rings um, post video with the greatest adventure bardic kind of song that was from the animated Hobbit. So, but yeah, no, the quest is definitely going to take our fellowship in great directions through basically through a lot of the recognizable places in Middle Earth on their trip, and it's definitely an interesting story, interesting quest, interesting turn of events as they go. Check YouTube for it. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll get the story and the house hunting finished and out of the way, and we've got a few other projects that we're hoping to get into. We've still got the little memorial thing to do for Shane, um, to get that down to her. And now that originally it was going to be just for Piper, for her black cat Piper who passed, and then her other cat Emmy passed away. So now the memorial, we're shifting things a little bit to make it apply to both of them. So we got to get that finished. You could make rent on this new place cheap and easy if you shot maple syrup porn in the garage, but then that'd be cheap and easy. Well, it would be, except the garage at that coach house, the garage is actually the kitchen and the living room downstairs. And there's like two bedrooms and bathroom upstairs as well. So I'm afraid with your interpretation of my personality as the werewolf, as Karkaroth. I think it was Karkaroth, wasn't it? Yeah, Karkaroth. C.S. Lewis, yeah, was friends with Tolkien. The two of them spent a lot of time bouncing ideas off of each other and everything. So and you see a lot of sort of similarities in the stylings of their writing, even though the C.S. Lewis was a bit more of the sort of the religious parables in the Chronicles of Narnia books. Um, but yeah, both great authors of their time. And J.R. Tolkien's son spent a lot of time too pulling a lot of Tolkien's old material, some of his lost material out and publishing it. So kitchen maple syrup porn, that all makes sense as a setting. I suppose it could. I suppose it could. It's tiled floor too down there, so at least the cleanup is easy. Uh, Porn script that practically writes itself. Pretty much, yeah. So I bet their conversations were amazing. Oh, could you imagine that? And their both of their histories and experiences, and what they individually went through in the war. Right? I mean, Tolkien wrote a lot of his material, a lot of his original material while he was in the trenches. Explains a lot. Yeah. So, and I think a lot of that wartime experience that he went through, probably a lot of that came out in his works in the Lord of the Rings, like in the whole Middle Earth stories in terms of the wars, the War of the Ring, and all the other battles and things going on, and the tactics and that sort of thing, and how it affects the people. Tile floor, great. Open the garage doors, get the garden hose. It's clean, unless it's winter. Then it's an ice rink. Well, yeah, really. So, and we're going to keep looking. I mean, there's there's so many places out there that are available. It's just a matter of finding the right one and finding one that will approve us, and taking it from there. I mean, our hope was to get out of here before the end of February. That's cutting it a little tight right now. We've only got a week left of February, so we're going to be probably overlapping into middle of March for sure. Maple syrup, floor, snow cone, yeah. Oh, that's something that anyone's ever coming up here during the winter. Once borders open and everything, got to bring you guys to a place called Sugarbush. Christina and I both went there as kids. We keep meaning to go up there. Now that we're back, we didn't get a chance last winter. This winter, it's all closed down because of the lockdowns. But it's a big maple syrup producer, and you do these tours and everything, and they give you the original, like the actual maple syrup, fresh out of the pasteurization tanks and everything, and you get to drizzle it on snow. Of course, clean snow, clean fresh snow, untouched by anything else. You get to drizzle it on the snow, and of course, the cold of the snow melts. The syrup drops into the snow a little bit, and it doesn't freeze, but it hardens up, right? Like taffy almost. So you pull up this like maple syrup taffy. It's all you can twist it and bend it and chew on it and everything. Brings a whole new meaning to sticky situation. Exactly. But yeah, we're hoping, if obviously not this winter, but next winter, there will hopefully be no more lockdown, because we're coming up on almost a year since the very first official lockdown was announced. That's just crazy. And we're seeing shaved ice is awesome. Yeah, we're seeing how much it's affecting people. The increase in mental health issues, the increase in road rage, and just general angry people is phenomenal. And we know how it's affecting us too. It's with feeling. Do they shoot more at Sugarbush? Probably not. And Sugarbush is also not a euphemism. But yeah, just we're seeing so much of it now going on, and it's hard not to fall into that ourselves. When things are tough, when things are when we're feeling alone. Let's not twist this conversation into shaving shaved ice. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be weird, Harold. You shaving off your beard to Lord Baden-Powell. Um, Hopefully, yeah, like you said, 2.5 weeks or so to grow it back. But that's those 2.5 awkward weeks, right? When it first starts coming in, it's all that bristly. Martin actually said that. I actually said that. Yes, I did. No dogs. Trying to think what. Take shag carpet over linoleum any day. Yeah. Well, these are ceramic tiles, so the whole tile and grout and everything. All the people riding. Yeah, I mean, there's riding going on everywhere, and the craziness going on with Texas right now, and all the winter weather, and everyone kind of being shut in, and power outages everywhere, and people like swarming the stores to panic shop and pick up supplies and everything. There's so much anger going on right now over all of that. It's definitely going to be an event for the history books. Especially we're coming up on 1 year. I saw a meme on Facebook the other day about hey, we're going to celebrate the 1 year anniversary of 2 weeks to flatten the curve. Not talking about floors. Okay. Shag carpet over linoleum. I get what you're talking about. Yeah. When someone asks you if the carpet matches the drapes, and you say, actually, no, it's linoleum. It might be on the Sunday version of his wacky fun giddiness from yesterday. Um, Honestly, I'm trying to stay positive with everything that's going on, and I'm probably a little bit overtired. This is not that kind of broadcast. I am probably a little bit overtired with everything that went on, and I haven't been handling the pandemic well either, and the lockdowns and the just you know not doing well with all that. So we'll get ourselves through it one way or another. Everyone will. In my opinion, it's important for folks who feel so motivated to write their own history journals of what's going on. Yeah, because there's going to be so many different sides of this. There's the official story, there's the public news and the politics behind it, and the the numbers, and then there's the see my current Facebook profile pic 2017, awesome, and then there's the human stories. People who've lost loved ones, like people who've lost loved ones, people who have seen horrible things happen in their lives because of it. No dogs playing in the snow at Sugarbush. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, really. My my maple syrup is yellow. Just think of like Ralphie Wiggum or something like that. My snow cone's yellow. Where'd you get that snow cone? Over there in the bushes. Hello from Los Angeles. Hey, C.S. Murphy, how are you? Story time is actually not happening tonight. The Middle Earth adventure is postponed because Christina and I overtaxed ourselves a little bit and didn't get enough sleep, and we didn't get the story finished. Plus, it's way too hot in this apartment to actually do anything in costume. It's crazy. The rads are full blast again. The temperatures have gone up outside. It's actually verging on the freezing mark as opposed to so far down. Chris Wiegand, how are you? Hey, welcome aboard. So Christina's she's down for the count right now, and uh, I'm sort of overtired, kind of punchy, and a little frustrated. But we got a good majority of the story done. Lemon snow cone with a chilled tootsie roll. That's good. Don't eat the yellow snow. I think it was George Carlin, was it? Follow the yellow snow. Follow the yellow snow. You're Canadian. You're already overtaxed. Yeah, really. Hey, Chris. So yeah, Christina's a little down for the count. We had a very late night last night working on the story, and had a very restless, weird, crazy dreams about being I don't know a lot of pandemic related stuff. I think that didn't really help us psychologically today. So trying to get the story done, and then realizing we're uh, not going to be able to do the best product. No worries. Gather your energy and do it when the timing is right. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, we're still going to try and put on sometime this week because we feel bad about missing out on this opportunity, right? So why someone would put sausage gravy on a snow cone is beyond me. Exactly. Um, but yeah, so we got a good part of the story. Cheer for the first responders. Absolutely, yeah, yeah. All the first responders, the healthcare workers, the paramedics, the police officers, even the fire department. And support workers, um, people in the pharmacy workers and all that sort of stuff. They're all very important right now. There was a chart the other day on Facebook I saw talking about essential workers and non-essential workers, and artists were listed in the non-essential category. And somebody had a comment about that. It's like, okay, so the artist who helped create this chart, the fighting the good fight. Yeah, we're all trying to fight the good fight right now. So you're talking about the artist that created this chart, to show, to talk about essential workers. You're talking about the musicians whose music you listened to while you did this study and created all of this, and then all these sort of things. Jen, I have nightmares when overheated. Yeah. Oh, and it's terribly hot in here. I seen Lady Gaga Oreos the other day. Oh my God, Lady Gaga Oreos, great, lots of fun. And overheated, yeah. And then when it's too hot in here, even with the window open, we've got a fan trying to blow. Warrior is not my thing, but those can make some big money. Yeah, really. Uh, Chilling like a villain. Way to go, Chris. Chilling like a villain. So even with the window open and a fan in the window trying to blow colder air in, it's still too hot in here. And then the night sweats start happening and the bad dreams start happening. I ended up moving to the air mattress for a little bit because Christina needed that space, and she was overheating and I was overheating. I was generating too much heat, and then that just continued the sleeplessness. Um, Pink frosting. Yeah, that makes sense. Oreos with pink frosting for Lady Gaga. So, yeah, I mean, getting ourselves a little bit of sleep and rebooting ourselves a little bit, and trying not to feel like we're constantly starting from scratch. I mean, that's the worst part about it. The central boiler system, it is. It's a commercial building. There's about 70 units in this building, three floors, and it was divided up about 24 years ago into little like 700 square foot studios. Vicious cycle, THC snacking, THC snacking. Exactly. And yeah, the entire building is on one system. It's a central boiler for the whole building. It wasn't originally meant to be heated in zones, so there's no control on any of these rounds. So when it's on, it starts getting super hot, and then it gets really super cold outside, and for some reason the heating system goes off, and then it starts getting freezing in here. We get down to like 15, 16 degrees Celsius. Right now it's probably about 25 degrees Celsius, which is, that's a warm summer's day. And it's, if we were to get into the Elf and the Ranger costumes with her wig, her ears, me in the duster, which is made out of vinyl. She's got suede and silk, and just the layers. We would be, by this point in the broadcast, like an hour in, we would be absolutely like melted, and we'd only be about halfway through our story. So that wouldn't be fair to you guys, and the story is just not up to par yet. We've got a bit more work to do on it, and some scenarios to sort of flesh out more, and some locations and stuff to do a bit more research, from the great big Lord of the Rings, thick book. It's like the Girl Scout who sold cookies outside of a pot dispenser, made a bunch of money and sold out quick. My God, I like her business model. Yeah, really. Try to stay positive. Yeah, oh, this is it. These entire 7-Eleven stores being eaten. Exactly. Well, that was the thing at Emerald City Comic Con in Seattle. The Girl Scouts had a great business model, because you had 110,000 or 125,000 fans and cosplayers and geeks and nerds coming to this convention in downtown Seattle at the convention center. So the Girl Scouts set up 4 different cookie stations in the area on different blocks leading to and from the other hotels. Right. Be here when you are ready. Don't pressure yourselves. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. And they made a killing. All of these fans who just had to have Oreo cookies, the Girl Scout cookies, they were doing great. They were making a killing to a point where they were almost running out of stock, and they'd have to get one of the parents to go back to headquarters and get more boxes of cookies. It was a fantastic business model for them, and they loved it. The girls got to see all these people in costumes. Don't eat Girl Scout cookies anymore. Oh no, because you found out they were made with real Girl Scouts. I know. Yeah. But they got to see all these people in costumes. They got to get their pictures taken with their favorite anime character or their favorite superhero and stuff like that. And the cosplayers, they got to get their pictures taken with their favorite Girl Scouts, cookie sellers. So it was a win-win for everyone. But yeah, I make better cookies, and I don't even put Girl Scouts into mine. No real ground Girl Scouts anywhere. Yeah, okay. So if you guys bear with me for just a minute, I'm gonna just step away from the camera. I need to get a little bit more water. And no, I don't have my microphone on me this time. Oh, okay, there we go. That's better. Not wearing the mic this time when I make brownies. That's mean. So we're since it's just me and not both of us, we opted not to go with the wireless headset mics, and I'm just using the Yeti mic next to me on the desktop. Let's talk about Martin. Thin mints. Thin mints are awesome. And again, these like all these cookies that we used to eat, and we don't eat them anymore because we're eating gluten free. And yeah, admittedly, sometimes we miss it. I mean, the broadcast Christina did the other day. Stop talking about Martin. He's back. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. That's why you were talking about me. I wasn't that far away. It's like 12 feet to the water dispenser. But some of them, some things we miss, and some things we don't. We can do without. But when Christina was on the broadcast the other day talking about the differences between a flask for your water, well, when we do the actual broadcast, she's got this great ornate sort of grape leaf kind of grape stem goblet, and I've got like a clunky metal tankard, so we'll be using those. But when she was on broadcast talking about the differences between junk food that's available in the U.S. versus what's available in Canada, and the differences between it, and even now, just even yesterday, she was like, "Oh, I still really have a craving for a Joe Louis. I know we shouldn't, but okay, last time I had any Girl Scout cookies, seems like the quality dropped. That or my standards went up. Also possible." Yeah. Well, we've even noticed too, like over the past 20, 30 years, when we have any kind of sweets or something, we get a candy bar in the store, and we're like, this is like a lot sweeter than I remember it being like 20 years ago, like the same brand. So whether they increase the sugar amount or whether our sensitivity to sugar has increased, we don't have as much of a sweet tooth as we had in our 20s and 30s. So I mean, either could be possible, or both could be possible. But as things change, the formulation for Coke has changed a number of times over the years, and stuff like that. They're expensive, those cookies. The Girl Scout cookies, yeah. Well, I mean, it's for a good cause, I suppose. Speaking of Girl Scout cookies, we only have two types here in Canada: the mint and the cream filled. The U.S. has so many other options, yeah. And there's a gluten free version too that we were able to get when we were in Seattle. The flask I used to fill with water for after I finished summer parades. Had to stop using it. Gave the wrong impression. Yes, at the end of the parade route, you're sitting there at the event, and you're like, nah. But so definitely there's some things in the snack foods and stuff that we're okay not eating anymore. Used to donate to them. Yeah, well, they're a good cause. And I guess when Harold knows more about this because he's actually a scout leader. Like it was Girl Guides and Boy Scouts. Now they've joined into Scouts Canada, so it's Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts now. And I think that was the same case in the U.S. But then I think you like money, yeah. Saw the original Girl Scout headquarters when I was in Savannah, Georgia. Nice. Filled mine with tequila because I don't want to mislead people. Just oh, what's in the flask? Well, it is actually tequila. It was funny, like whenever we're doing public events and stuff like that, where our tankards are always filled with water or juice or something like that, right? Or electrolyte water. But we're always, when we do the Ren Fest and we're doing pirate events, we're always, cavorting and hamming it up like we're hammered out of our skulls, right? Don't drink decaf for the same reason. Yeah, really. And people are like, "Oh my god!" Like at the end of the weekend or something, or at the end of the day, we'd have fans would come up to us and just hanging around after the event was over, and people just milling them out and socializing, not wanting to necessarily leave for the night, and chatting with us out of character. They're like, "Oh my god, we thought you guys were actually drunk. That you were actually drinking." I said, "Nope, it's just an act." I was a Girl Scout once. I just remember wearing green. Yeah. I think there's still all the different categories, like the Cub Scouts for the boys, and Pathfinders and the Brownies and stuff like that. So it's been such a long time. I was a Cub Scout for one summer, and just like a lot of things in my childhood, there was no follow through. I didn't keep up. I didn't continue um, working towards getting my badges and getting up in the you know advancing in the skill sets and everything to eventually be step up to being an actual Boy Scout. So I kind of feel bad about that, but at the same time, it was a good fun experience. I gave up booze 20 years ago. My flask blended in with my kilt kit, serving as a canteen, but I felt wrong with the impression it made. You didn't continue either after Girl Scouts, yeah. Yeah, same with Christina. I think um, she was in the Brownies, or was it? I can't remember exactly which group it was. What's up? Hey, Big Juicy, how are you? Doing okay-ish. We're actually. I'm not going to be on too much longer. Christina and I were going to be on tonight with our Middle Earth adventure story. Rovers and Rangers, if they're still going, are the highest youth levels. Oh, okay. Without Rangers and Rovers, we would not have Beavers or Brownies. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we were going to do the Middle Earth adventure story tonight, but we didn't get the story finished. Um, late night last night. Bad dreams. Sad chest noises. Hey, great profile name. What's up? Just chit chatting a little bit. We are going to be doing our Lord of the Rings, our Middle Earth adventure story sometime later in the week. We've got most of the story written, but we kind of ran out of time. We kind of ran out of energy because we had a very restless, sleepless night. So Christina's having she's kind of down for the count right now, and I'm not far behind. But yeah, once we get it all done, we're gonna let everyone know and do it because we've had our $5 contributors, both in the award level and the $5 sponsorships. So they have all been made as characters in our story. If you look at the comments on this broadcast, way up at the top, so close to 240. Yep, we're getting there. 245. We've got 245 going on. Up near the top of the comments from before the broadcast, Christina posted the character names, and which HAPS user or individual is which character. And I think we've got some really good interactions going on. There's some good storyline stuff coming up, and basing a lot of the characterizations on the real people, but making them Middle Earth. You two have already made your 250 for this past week anyway, right? Yep. But we're really trying as a habit to get 250 for every broadcast, just because it's what we do. It's what we look for, and that way we don't have to worry about stupid Android app won't let me see viewers without reactions. Yeah, so it's still combining them, right? So you probably at 258 ish should be what yours is saying. So another 4 to go before we reach our 250. And this way, if we make sure that we do 250 on every broadcast, we don't have to try to remember, did we do 250 already this week? So it's the same for all of us through the web app. Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah. So, but I know if you're using, if you're actually, on iOS, I think on the HAPS app, you shall not pass. I think you still get the list of the broken down the viewers and reactions. So, full of a joke. That's how Pippin got his name, by the way. I think we mentioned that on previous broadcasts as well, because when we got him from the adoption shelter, his name was Ashton. Been happy if I get 250 on Friday after I made 250 on Monday, but I had a Hades of a time getting 250 last Monday evening. Oh yeah, it's we're still kind of playing around with it. You see what different nights of the week and different time slots, what they do for number of viewers. You know, and we're keeping an eye on what other hapsters are when they're posting their videos or when they're doing their live videos. So we're not. There's so many of us out there now, and the HAPS community is growing by leaps and bounds. There's so many broadcasters. We need to be able to have some viewers left over, and at least all the viewers have a lot of things to pick from now. Have a lot of live stuff to pick from at any given time. So it's every broadcaster's goal to be able to entice viewers to come to their broadcast. So yeah. To be able to get see, now we're at the 251, so to be able to get 250 on every broadcast and figure out what nights are best. And yeah, we've had a few nights where we only get like 170 or sometimes even 125 or something like that, but we will we do our best, and we really try not to be too hard on ourselves when we don't make the number. As long as we, like you say, as long as we can do it once every week. I think some of my problem is I'm getting subpar sound quality. It's okay when I'm blabbering, but garbage when I'm playing. So are your pipes overdriving your mic? Is there a way to change the mic gain or have a separate like a pickup or something for the pipes? That's probably what's happening. The pipes are just they're too loud for the mic. I think Red McWilliams, he did a Periscope broadcast when we did sort of a pass the cast for Talk Like a Pirate Day, and his speaking was fine, but as soon as he started playing his guitar, it was like complete like overdrive city. So the problem is I'm getting hold on my enticement for tomorrow night. If folks don't share or invite, I'm going to kill one ice cube every hour. You're gonna do that one again, huh? I'll catch up with you later. Be well. Thank you so much. And I'll pass that on to Christina when she stirs, when she rises from the dead. To Facebook and YouTube and HAPS. Thank you, Harold. So you were three of those 252 views. Okay, folks. I'm starting to fade here, and I want to make sure that I can get enough sleep because we got a lot to do tomorrow. And really appreciate everyone coming on. I appreciate everyone's patience and everyone's positive feedback. We will get this story done because you guys have contributed. You guys have put money into our HAPS, and it's only fair that we give you guys something back. And it's something dear to our hearts as well. We're having a fun time writing this story. So Pipes I'm Praying, produced at the same volume as most people do their TV. Use different mics, moved in my house, get the 5 gigahertz net connection. Interesting. Super clap word. Thank you, Jeff. So I'm gonna sign off. Thank you. Gave you the clap. Oh no! Get some rest. Thank you, Red Eye. We're definitely going to do that, and we'll finish writing this story over the next couple of days, and let everyone know when we're going to go on with it. All right. So everyone, take care. Stay safe. Christina's line: always respect yourself more than anyone else can. Which I think we all need a little more self-respect right now, a little more self-love. I know I do. And stay safe, everyone. Keep on the good fight, and we'll see you all again quite soon. So all I can figure is something with my computer sound card. Okay. I'm going to try my cell phone again. Yeah, okay. Played for about 2 words, then pause, had to hit play again. Weird. That's kind of weird, yeah. It could be just signal drop out or something like that. So I'm going to leave you with our closing video, and everyone have a great night, and we'll likely see you all again tomorrow. Good night, everyone. good movie. Keep it time.
We had a great time in Montreal. Montreal was all hardwood floors. Right? Go on, camera. Camera. I'd like to. That's my favorite thing. That's my favorite. No. Well, look up there.
How much styrofoam?
No. Way too much styrofoam. The birds are confused. Like, what's this city doing?